Hello and welcome to today's video. Today, we are here and we're going to take a look at the Geico 500. We're going to review that. I do want to apologize for the video coming out a bit later. Normally I try to do it pretty much on the day they come out. Of course, in the last video I did mention that I got, vaccine, and I was going to see how that vibe was. And I was tired on Sunday, for sure. So once the race is over, I didn't really feel like sitting down and recording a video. So I kind of just chilled. But we're here. We're going to look at what happened. And it was a wild one. So let's take a look at the results. Interesting names here towards the top, of course. That's what you get at these super speedways. Michael McDowell, another solid performance at super speedways. Matt DiBenedetto was up towards the front. He led a good amount of laps. Kaz Grala, he was up there in 6th. That's pretty solid for a part-time driver with a part-time team. Colleague Racing is not a cup team. They're an Xfinity Series team doing a little bit of racing the Cup Series here and there. Maybe they'll get into it more full-time in a year or two, but pretty good there. Who else is at the front? The Stewart-Haas drivers, I know it's been something we sort of mentioned the last few weeks. They had a solid run. Cole Custer, Chase Briscoe, 10th and 11th. Eric Arnold, 15th. Of course, Kevin Harvick, the highest finisher, that in 4th. Harrison Burton in his Cup debut, 20th. He was up there battling towards the front. Bubba Wallace led 16 laps. He finished 19th. He was definitely running up towards the front. Something shook out weird there towards the end for some of these drivers. They fell back with some of those late cautions. As for the stage winners, Matt DiBenedetto and Bubba Wallace came home with some stage points there. But now we have to get to the incidents from the race. So first, Kyle Larson went out with engine problems after only 3 laps. Somebody forgot to put some sort of thing on the front. There's a piece of metal near the radiator, something like that. Somebody forgot to take it out. That didn't help the engine, and overheated pretty much within 2 or 3 laps, and then he blew the engine. Why does it say some of these drivers have points that didn't do it? How's Kyle Larson get a point? The hell? Guess everybody gets points, right? Also, of course, the biggest crash, which will now be a highlight that we see on everything, was Joey Logano's flip towards the end of stage 2. He crashed after 59 laps, which I believe there's 60 laps in that stage. So they're going towards the very, very end. Denny Hamlin moved a little bit, spun Joey Logano sideways. Ricky Stenhouse hit him just right. That flipped him up into the air. That was quite a wild crash. That was pretty much in front of everybody. He managed to flip without really getting contact from any other car. Bubba Wallace slightly hit him, but there was nothing else that made the flip more wild. Just kind of hit him a little bit. Now, the roof did go down a little bit on the driver's side. Joey Logano said in his interview that he had a roll bar in his hit his helmet. So, we gotta have something here that's gonna prevent that from happening. Obviously, it's hard to just come up with something that's gonna survive that kind of impact from the way the car flipped and landed back on the track. But there's got to be something that more bars you can put or something that supports that side more when it hits. Because it's wild when you see a car flip to the air like that. It was good he didn't hit or get hit by anybody else, but wild the way he landed, of course, on the roof on the driver's side. So hopefully there's something they can look at. Maybe not even for these cars, maybe for the Gen 7 car next year. So there's something that they can do to enforce it a little bit better, that we don't have something like that happening. As for the other big crash, we didn't really have the big one. There really wasn't, a massive pile up like we typically get at Daytona and Talladega. We just didn't see that. It was just sort of, Joe Logano's crash was sort of himself. It was Joe Logano and Ricky Stenhouse were the only two that got damaged in that. Bubba also had the slight bit, but didn't really affect him that much. And then with the second crash where Denny Hamlin was just being dumb. I'll be honest here. It was quite a stupid move by him. He was a lap down after speeding on pit road at some point during stage 2. It was under green flag pit stops. He was speeding on pit road, and then he was speeding again, serving that penalty, which got him a lap down. So he decided he was going to try to unlap himself in the group. Now, he was already, in the group-wise, he was probably, 5th or 6th. He didn't have to be super, super aggressive, but he was just being dumb, trying to pass people, get his lap back. I didn't see the point in it. It's one of those things why you're already getting your lap back. But he was in front of a line, and Brad Keselowski went to go block him. Martin Truex slightly hit him. Hamlin and Truex both hit into the wall. And then the 3 remaining Hendrick cars, obviously Kyle Larson's out. So Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott, and William Byron all hit into each other and all go spinning through the grass. It was wild there. Alex Bowman was out of the race, damaged vehicle policy. Everybody else did finish, though, of the Hendrick drivers. So, I think it was dumb for Hamlin to try to come back like that. He was going to get his lap back in 1 lap. Or 2 laps, something like that. It was very, very close to him getting his lap back. It wasn't, a situation where he had to do that. He could just sort of ride it out. So the fact that he went and got aggressive like that, I found it to be kind of lame. Anything else happened in that race, though? Not really. A lot of speeding penalties, but that was pretty much it. We went to overtime after... I don't even know what happened to cause overtime. Is there a breakdown I can see? Timeline, there we go. Oh, that was when Quinn Half crashed, wasn't it? No. That was when Martin Truex, yeah. Alright, so Quinn Half was out because he had a flat tire. He hit the wall. So Martin Truex got a flat tire. And then he had to pit. Then he had another flat tire. And instead of coming in to the pits again, he decided to keep driving on the bottom of the track. Which then the tire came off. We went on the track. We had overtime. It'd be interesting to sort of see if Martin Truex did that on purpose, or if he genuinely had the tire go down after the pits. Because it was right on the front tri-oval area. It was right there where the tire came off. So it'd be interesting to see, did he avoid the pits? Which the announcers were all saying during the broadcast that why didn't he come down the pits? So assumably that makes sense that he would have just avoided it, which would kind of be bringing out a caution intentionally. Which would see if they do anything with that. But one other thing to note, at the very, very beginning, pretty much all the totals of Kyle Busch had to go to the back. 11, 19, 20, 23, 96. They all had some sort of adjustment that was not allowed. So that was quite interesting. They had an unapproved adjustment after pre-race inspection because they inspected it, made it through, and then they had unapproved adjustments that officials noticed when they were sitting there ready to go. So that's another interesting little twist at the start of the race. It'll be interesting to see if anything else comes out of that in the next few days. So let's do one last thing now that I actually remembered it this time. My pick to win Talladega was Ryan Blaney, of course. I said Talladega's wild. Of course, everybody says it. Picking a winner, super difficult to Talladega. I picked Ryan Blaney. He ended up finishing 12th. Or, no, he finished 9th. His car number's 12. He finished in 9th. How did he do in the stages? 2nd in stage 1 and 6th in stage 2. Alright. But first, I do want to take a look at the points. Now, I'm going to check my phone for this one because I noticed that the NASCAR app on the phone actually tells you the playoff grid. There's a next race category now? Bro, what? Where's the standings, bro? Oh, it's down here. Alright, yeah, because this one here has a playoff tab. This one here in the standings doesn't. As you can see, there's only 3 tabs. As you can see here, there's 4 tabs. So, playoffs right now locked in. Martin Truex, Jared Logano, Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, Chris Ravel, Michael McDowell, Alex Bowman. So there's already 9 drivers locked in based on wins. Denny Hamlin's already 229 points up on the cutoff line and will most likely to win at some point soon. So, we already got basically 10 drivers that we know are going to be in it. And with only 16 spots open, that definitely makes things wild, of course. We've never seen in the playoffs 16 race winners. We haven't had the playoffs be set purely by everybody locking themselves in with a win. The closest I think we had to that was 2014. I think there would have been 4 spots open. It was either 14 or 15 that there was at least spots open, but I believe it was 2014. So, this season we could be pushing towards that. I mean, Denny Hamlin's going to get a win at some point. He's got the most points. He's been 2nd and 3rd so many times. I think most of the races this year, pretty much besides Talladega, he's been right there at the front. Other drivers that I expect to win, though, I mean, Chase Elliott's going to get a win at some point. All the other 100 drivers have. I would be shocked if the number 1 driver in the Hendricks team didn't get a win. We have Kevin Harvick, who's always a potential to get a win. Of course, that team has not been performing well this year, Stewart Haas, but I'm not going to doubt Kevin Harvick. So that pretty much puts us to 12 drivers who will probably be locked in. So it's definitely wild. I mean, you got drivers here that could steal wins. I mean, tracks you didn't expect a new winner or somebody to get into the playoffs that, maybe you weren't expecting it. Like, did we expect William Byron was going to win Homestead? Did you expect Alex Bowman was going to win Richmond? Christopher Bell win Daytona Road Course? Like, we got a bunch of road courses still coming up, too. So, we got road courses. We still have Daytona in August. I think this is one time that I'm actually semi-interested in the playoffs just because I always have wanted to see the maximum of winners. Since this format started, I wanted to see something like that. And to see the whole system of winning your ring get completely blown up. But everybody winning, and everybody that would have gotten on points and not. And I kind of want that to happen. So that's why I'm actually looking at it. Where normally, again, I don't care. I think that the win and you're in's wild and sort of stupid, but in this situation, I want to see 16 drivers win, and I think this year we have a good shot at it. Because there's still, I don't even know how many races left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's still 17 races left. Okay, there's 17 races, and we got to get how many winners? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means we got to get 7 winners in 17 races. I mean, I think that's doable. Again, this year we've only had one duplicate winner, Martin Truex, with 2 wins, as he got his wins at Martinsville and Phoenix. Everybody else has only got 1 win this year, so things are looking wild. Of course, Kansas next Sunday at 3 p.m. should be interesting. So with that, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one.